Hey y'all, welcome to a Saturday Suds on Uncle Bub's Bell Buckle Beer Reviews. And today is actually a surprise beer Saturday Suds, because what I've got is a beer that was that I found in my refrigerator. Alright, so me and my wife, we last couple of weeks we traveled to Gatlinburg and then we went down to Panama City Beach, Florida, and had some good time off and enjoyed, you know, some together time with some friends and other things like that. Well, I come back and we got back. I had to go to work, and while I was at work, she went and visited family in West Tennessee. And so when she got home, I was just getting home from work when she got home with her granddaughter and two of my nieces. She brought them back with her, and I opened the fridge when I got home from work, and there was 2 6-packs of 16-ounce random beers in my fridge. And I'm like, where in the hell did these come from? And they were in like one of the 6-pack bottle cartons, like a 6-pack of bottles, but it was white. And there were 16-ounce cans like this right here, and written on it was "To Papa from Andrew." And Andrew is my son-in-law. And my son-in-law had made a trip to Jonesboro, I think Jonesboro, Tennessee, and stopped at a place, a cigar shop or something, and evidently they sell beers in a cigar shop there in Jonesboro. I can't remember what he told me the name of this place, and I can't remember what it is, y'all. But he picked up 12 different beers there that I had never heard of before. And the most of the beers came from the Veil Brewery out of Richmond, Virginia. It's the Veil Brewing Company. B-E-I-L, Veil Brewing Company out of Richmond, Virginia. And what I've got for you today is the first of them. I just picked this up out of the 12 that I've got. I picked this one up randomly. It's called Suspended Hazy IPA at a 6% ABV. All right. So I tell you what, man, is there any beer that tastes better than a gift beer? Especially a surprise gift beer. So I opened up my fridge. I was surprised with 12 different kind of beers I've never tried before, and I just love that. So it was just, I called him next day. I said, man, I sure do appreciate that. I was just pleasantly surprised to find these different beers in my fridge. Now, the one thing that kind of scared me is, like, you know, I have a hard time. Well, I find different beers in Murfreesboro. A lot of times I'll find ones that I've never seen before, and I get them home. I pick them up, so, you know, tickled to get them. I get them home and they're out of date. You know, they got, you know, old. Well, I was like, I wonder. Well, on this one was actually canned on July the 17th of this year. So it's got a good date on it. This when it was actually canned was in July, so just a couple months ago it was canned, so it's still got a good freshness date as far as that goes, because usually they'll give them about 6 months past the canning date is usually the freshness of a beer, typically. So let's try this Suspended Hazy IPA at a 6% ABV from the Veil Brewing Company out of Richmond, Virginia. Let's see what we got here. Oh goodness, it's real hazy. Ooh, look at there. Man, it looks like pineapple juice with a head. Look how hazy that is, man. It's a little darker on the camera, but it looks like pineapple juice here. Is what it looks like. That's how hazy it is. Let's get a whiff of that head, see what kind of aroma we got. I'm not getting anything. I'm not getting any kind of aroma at all off of that. Now, let's see. It says on here, Hazy India Pale Ale brewed with Galaxy, Mosaic, and Enigma hops. 6% ABV. I don't really get the artwork on this. The Veil Brewing flavorful.com if you want to check out their website. That's all the information I got, really. The artwork is just kind of, I don't know about that artwork. That's kind of weird. I guess this right up here at the top, I guess, is the veil. I've seen that on a couple of other different cans, but suspended. All right, and I still got quite a bit in that can. Man, that head, look at that. It's just hanging in there. It looks like pineapple juice is what it looks like to me. And no kind of nose at all. All right, so we're not getting a aroma off of it. Let's see what the head tastes like. It's got a pleasant flavor in the head. All right, this is going to sound weird, but to me, what I'm getting in the head, the bubbles are kind of got a juicy note to them as far as mouthfeel. It's just kind of, they're very, very soft foam bubbles. It sounds strange, but the flavor I'm getting is a little bit of pine, a little bit of earth, a little bit of bubble gum. Just very mild, and all three just kind of blended together. Earthy, piney, bubble gummy. Flavor I'm kind of getting off of them, y'all. That sounds strange, but it's not unpleasant at all. And the flavor, it's not really the flavor of the head that's getting me. It's the texture, the mouthfeel of the head is very unusual. They're very soft and juicy kind of foam. I don't know, man. It's not really. It's kind of strange. It's different from anything I've had. Now, it's got lacing already around the top of the glass there. So it's got some lacing happening. And the flavor of the head is very pleasant. And it's the texture, the mouthfeel of the head is just something totally different from anything I've ever had. It's just different. It's very different. The mouthfeel is different, and the flavor is very different from anything I've ever had before. The piney, earthy, bubblegummy kind of, it's all very mild, but it's all kind of, it's just very different. All right, y'all. So this suspended at a 6% ABV from the Vale Brewing Company out of Richmond, Virginia, is for all American workers. Hey, I love and appreciate y'all. Thank you for the hard work that you do to provide for yourselves and your families and pay your own way, just like I do. Cheers, brothers and sisters. I love y'all. Wow. The flavor of the beer is good. It's got just a little hint of bitterness in the finish, but the body itself doesn't really have the bubblegummy, doesn't have the piney or the earthy hop flavors to the body of it. What I'm getting, it's still got good carbonation in the body. It's hazy as that can be, but what I'm getting out of the body of it is just a very, very mild, almost a pineapple type flavor. Very subtle though. It's not like, pineapple juice, y'all. If you drink pineapple juice, it's strong and it's very acidic, and it'll burn your mouth almost because it's so acidic. This one has the very, very slight pineapple flavor without any of the acid, any of the burning type acid or anything like that. very, very mild pineapple, and kind of a thicker mouthfeel with just a hint of bitterness in the finish. At least that's what I'm getting, y'all. I'm going to score this one a B+. This is a good brew. Very drinkable. It's even crushable. I mean, I could just throw this back like it's nothing. It's mild. It's just got a different kind of flavor, different mouthfeel, different flavor than anything I've had before. And I'm just tickled that I get to try it, because this is something I've never heard of. You know, my son-in-law picked it up for me while he was out of town. And I sure do appreciate that. So anyway, that's been a surprise suspended Saturday Suds this week. So if you get a shot, give this stuff a shot if you ain't never, if you get a chance to. It's decent brew. I'm anxious to try some of the other brews from the Vale. Now, there were several of them were the Vale, and then one of them was Southern Grist, which is a Tennessee brewery. And I've had some Southern Grist, but I haven't had the one that he brought me. And there's another brewery, I can't remember what it was, but there were 12 different beers that he brought me, and we're going to be reviewing them here in the next few weeks. All right, y'all. That's been all that kind of good stuff. I'll be back next week. I appreciate y'all. Cheers. That's good.